going on, everybody? ProTrader Mike, founder of MOJO Day Trading. Below the absolute awesome music. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Got a cool show happening today. The markets got tumbled and chumbled. Let's go over that. Say hello to the MOJO Day Trade Room. I got a special guest on the show today with an amazing crypto coin, the first of many MOJO will be highlighting in the future. What they do, how they do it, what their timeline roadmap is, what they're all about, give you a better understanding of the technology, because it's one of my favorite top 3. In stocks, it's called an industry, but in crypto, it's called a category. Safe Moon right now is 0.05. So the volatility of the cryptos, we rode the ride up. Here's the last 7 days. So this is major action. This is actually like what's happening like with the Dogecoin. The people like that rode this stuff up and rode with the Doge. The stock went from, do some math, guys. There's how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros and a 2. So you got 6 zeros and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 2. Okay? And we're going to go, how much? Let's go $200. So you go 200 divided by 0.02, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. You're going to get 1 billion coins. 1 billion. Right now I got like a couple of 100 million of them. It's easy to do that. And right there, you start off with 1 billion coins. And then the coin went in 3 days to 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and a 1, 3 times 0.1, 2, 3. How many zeros? 4 zeros and a 1, 4. $14,000 in 3 days from $200. And then it came all the way back down to like where it started. MOJO actually got that dip down there at 0.012. And then it tripled again. Now it's back down again, going sideways. And once again, she shall rise. And that's what happens right here with these kind of momentums. This is a token small one we've been trading in the MOJO room that I've been tweeting a lot lately. So without further ado, guys, this is a crappy little coin that has a tremendous supply. Now let's check out GBYTE. And I saw this one 3 weeks ago when I was speaking to the MOJO room about digital ledger technology and what digital ledgers are. Welcome, everybody. This is, let's go scroll down. Here he is. The head man of the team, Tony. Let me see if I get your name right. I'll say New York style. Tony Churi Umoff. Am I close?
Almost. Churyumov.
Nice. So welcome aboard. Basically, like one of the first questions is, and I'll just mention to everybody, I would like to tell everybody what a DAG is, because that's a new word, this digital acrylic graph. And this company is based on digital ledger technology, guys, distributed ledgers, cutting out the middlemans. And without further ado, I'd like to hear from your own mouth and words, Mr. Tony, what the purpose of the coin is and what you're looking to accomplish.
Obyte is a post-blockchain distributed ledger. You all heard about blockchain. Blockchain was a great improvement over centralized ledgers. In centralized ledgers, as you know, there is a single central operator who has full control over the ledger of all transactions. And blockchain partially solves this problem by introducing instead an oligarchy of several gatekeepers that are called miners that decide what gets into the ledger. They essentially every transaction goes through them.
The miners get rewarded for keeping the network secure and growing and incentivized.
Yes, they are rewarded, but for the user, what interests you as a user is that you don't have a direct control, got direct access to the ledger. You still have to go through those miners and pay the fees to them.
Excellent,
And
excellent, understandable.
Obyte is based on DEG, which is a post-chain distributed ledger. In DEG, we completely get rid of of miners, of any other intermediaries, and instead users have direct access to the ledger. They can directly add transactions to the ledger themselves without any intermediaries. So that that what that's why we call it a post blockchain. It is a distributed ledger like blockchain, but it removes the miners. And this allows us to build a platform for dApps. It is a dApp platform like Ethereum, but without miners. So you can have DeFi on Obyte like on Ethereum, but again without miners. And it matters a lot because in DeFi, in many DeFi applications, order of transactions is very important. And order determines whether your trade will be losing or winning trade. That's why miners can use their power over the ledger to their advantage, to make profit from their privileged position, and other users, mainly bots, can manipulate the miner algorithms to get ahead of the queue, to get better position in the block by paying a higher fee to the miner, essentially a bribe. And this leads to very high transaction fees on Ethereum and on other blockchains. This is a recognized problem, which is called mine extractable value, and it goes into billions per year. In Obyte, we don't have blocks, we don't have miners, and so this problem is completely removed. So that's why Obyte is much more friendly environment for DeFi, for decentralized finance. And we already have a few applications on Obyte, and not many right now, but we already have the basic infrastructure, such as decentralized exchanges. For example, we have O-Stable exchange, which is similar, O-Swap exchange, which is similar to Uniswap on Ethereum.
Yeah, right here,
Where you
OSwap.
can exchange one token for another.
Yeah.
We also have many stable coins pegged to US dollar, Bitcoin, Ether, and they're traded on another dApp, which is called bonded stable coins, all stable. And currently we are building a bridge to Ethereum, which will allow to import thousands of Ethereum-based tokens to Obyte and trade them here. And once the bridge is launched, I expect really an explosion of trading activity in Obyte without huge, outrageous fees that we have in Ethereum, and with more fair conditions which we have thanks to direct access of users to the ledger without any miners, without any blocks. That's briefly what Obyte is currently.
Absolutely. And, you know, I'm very nice for my audience that's technically savvy about the blockchain, like Brad Frogger and a lot of guys in the room and out there on social media and in the world, that needed to hear the little more the technical side as from the lead developer about the background and what it really is, and in more layman's terms, the DeFi space is the decentralized finance space, the space that I'm in, the decentralization taking over of the stock market and transactions that would possibly be offset by the digital clearing company that clears billions and billions of transactions a day, that's centralized under one unit. As the markets and the exchanges expand, companies like this that have this DAG technology that you've just heard of for the first time. And the big word, it's Ethereum based, which I heard you say many times, which is basically a contract between two people. Whether you're buying a car, buying a stock, making an agreement, everything is buying or selling or agreeing or doing it. It's based on a contract, an agreement between two people. And when you're in the real world dealing in DeFi, this is the kind of company that's going to stand to the forefront, and people never even heard about, not, yet alone the company, the technology and the space. And it's, people don't know that Obyte right now trades on 1, 2, 3, see all the markets it trades on these 5 for now because the list is so small. But in a year from now, the price at 7.7 will be 770, 780 on BTC, and that's just as the growth of Ethereum happens from 2,000 to 10,000. As I mentioned on my show the other day, I think Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. Bitcoin will go to 70, 80,000, and Ethereum will go to 30, 40,000. So what's the growth now? Ethereum is what, $2,000, $3,000 a coin. So you have $28,000 of upside, and then it'll be like the Ben Franklin and the hundo. You have the $100 bill, you have the $50 bill, and the $20 bill. Well, the Bitcoin will always be stable as that like $100 bill. It'll be 100 grand, and Ethereum will be $50,000 a coin, the $50 bill, and everything will run around this $50,000 bill. And the coins that are now $18, $18 will become 180. 78 will become 780 as the growth of the world and the stock market is taken over. I want to show you this one thing I have right here. See if I can pull it up. Am I a little right on what I'm talking about? More in layman's terms about the digital ledger technology and Ethereum contracts and what your company's all about, Tony?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just so I know I'm on track. Let me pull up. I'm doing a crypto boot camp, a live class on Sunday, and one of my slides is on DeFi. And I want to just find it right here. Right here. The blockchain meets the stock market. So slideshow. So you see that blockchain meets the stock market. Let me just make sure I'm on the right. There I am. So you have modern computing and the internet have sped up transactions so they can be executed in milliseconds, but conceptual backbone of the market hasn't changed. And that's what GBYTE is looking to accomplish. Is that correct? You're going to look to change the backbone of how the markets work. Is that correct?
Well, yes, with DeFi we bring a lot of tools into financial industry that allow to build
Yep. It's
quite a few
centralized and
new
expensive.
applications for.
You know, just to change with technology and time and get it from centralized and expensive to decentralized and inexpensive with full transparency, and the new model of the blockchain through a centralized hub, how the platform could work in a P2P network, and you're like the kind of backbone and transfer of transaction and the title of the security through Ethereum transactions, which makes it cheaper, faster, reducing risks. And the miners, people didn't even know what you were talking about with miners. What they are is they're going to verify the legitimacy of all the transactions that happen, avoiding the so-called double spending, and being able to create new digital currencies by rewarding miners for performing tasks. And so it's kind of some of the things I'm teaching about ASICs and GPUs and so forth. But I just wanted to share that about the stock market and how DeFi and digital ledger technology and DAGs and what you're doing is going to free up the world to transact better. And at that time, you won't need $25,000 to buy and sell a stock like you do handcuffed in the stock market now, Tony. Tony, everybody's from Moscow. We're here in the U.S. What they do, Tony, to me, is if I want to trade in the stock market right here and I want to buy this stock, rebounded back up right there. Let's say I want to buy this stock right here and I want to buy it. They won't let me sell it for 3 days because they say, dude, I'm not sophisticated enough and I need $25,000 or more in my account to do that. If I got 25 grand, that means in their eyes here, how stupid it is, I'm sophisticated investor and I could, if I bought that at 11.20 and it ran to 12, I could sell it in 5 minutes and make the profit. Beautiful. That's the way the world should be. In the stock market, they don't let you do that. First of all, you can't. If I bought it here, I wouldn't be able to sell it for 3 days, or they would restrict my account, and then I would have to open up a new account. I wouldn't be able to buy and sell for 90 days. So this centralization of what they have is crazy. I met you like 3 weeks ago when I was researching DeFi and in the space, and I came up with GBYTE, and I said, you know what, this is a great company. I love the space, and it was right here. It was $18. It was $20. A couple of weeks ago, I was just talking. We've been talking for a couple of weeks. And then this coin, it went from 18, it went to 20. And then the thing shot up to 50. And now it's at 80. And here's what you got going on. You got $1,000. You got $1,000. The last time it was here, it shot up straight to $1,000. It came all the way back down. Guess what? It gave opportunity number 2, Tony, to the world. This was opportunity number 1. You just got to be smart and know what you're doing there. Or be a miner and be mining it back then. So now you get rich. You're buying it right here at like $10, and it goes up tenfold to 1,000. So there, that's your 10 timer. You're looking for 10 timers. 10 timers are good. And we've hit a couple of. Safe Moon was a 10 timer yesterday. So then it came down again, and you got another opportunity on it. And if you were smart, this was the first one, it came down again. And you got the second chance on GBYTE. And she went up again and crest the new high at 1,000. Then it came all the way down again to the third chance. You don't get many chances, man. And if you bought there, it actually worked. You got up a quarter of the way, and then you stumbled back down. So guess what? We are right here, folks. We have all of this to go. And what I'm betting on is the DeFi space, as stocks like Maker, M-A-K-R, that are in the group, Maker, M-A-K-R, M-R-K. Look what Maker's done right here. Doesn't this look like what GBYTE's going to do a tag along? So here's Maker. Right here. And there's GBYTE. Mojo teaches one thing. It's called, Tony, a tag along. Now, I don't know if you got these kind of bikes in the where you are from, but here they got this bicycle like this. And this is the bike. I'm terrible at drawing, but here's the other wheel. Okay, and we have this bicycle, and one person sits here and another person sits here, and they both ride the bike. Or you have this other thing, it's a motorcycle, and it's got this little car on the side, little side car. You probably seen more of those. And it flies off. So here's Maker, and there's GBYTE. Here's Maker, and here's GBYTE. They tag along with each other. It's common sense. I've been doing this for years within the same industry. So there you go. Boom, 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 boom. She broke up through there, 2000. It went from 2000, Tony, to 6,000 or 5,000 pretty quickly. This coin is establishing itself as the number 34 coin on 83,000 watch lists. Obyte is number 524 on 3,500 watch lists. I saw it when it was on 3,000 watch lists. Next year, that coin, after the show, it may be on another 100. But next year, it's going to be on 35,000 watch lists. And Maker is going to be on 830,000 watch lists. It's just, I've been in this space for 6 years. I've seen it all happen. You go back right here, and I'll show you. Today, April 22nd, just 3 years ago, let's go back in April of 17th of 2016, Bitcoin was $400. Ethereum was $9. It's showing you what's going to happen to all the coins we're talking about now. What's GBYTE's right there. So GBYTE is an $80 one. Like, is there even any $80 ones back then? They're all small. But they all went tremendous. And Bitcoin was fun. And then you could see what they've done, how they transformed back then to what they are now, and do the companies now have the same characteristics that they did then? Kind of like the Ken Slim system of stocks, 7 characteristics of the biggest winners. You got the same thing with the coins. And I love the GBYTE. And that's my technical analysis of where I think it's going according to the industry and the growth of the blockchain. What do you think? What do you think in the room? Make sense, guys?
Wow, 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 wow. Totally sweet.
Yeah, totally sweet. My yes button doesn't work, but my win one does. So let's see. Where'd you start out? Man, you started out a while. You've been doing this for a while. Wow. 2016. I should have met you back then. You announced Obyte, and you launched on Christmas Day. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Then you did some P2P insurance and prediction markets. And you opened a bot store and a grants program. You have a foundation. I mean, guys, when you have a foundation, you're huge, man. They got a grants program, first cash back, manual, all these things you need to know. This is what I want my son to know, what a manual oracle is, what an ICO bot, what a text coin is. They need to teach classes on this stuff. First fiat on-ramp, email attentions, first use-a-thon in Venezuela, private text coins, the stem, this is part of another coin, airdrop. Let's go back to the Obyte established their foundation in March of 2019. New ID and verification methods for the Baltic countries. You do anything with the with voting?
Yes, we have voting built in.
Yeah, I think that's going to be huge in the future right there, the voting technology with coins like yourself. I mean, that's one industry that really needs to be shaped up or shipped out.
It's a very simple technology, really.
And look at this team, guys. You got to, you got to be real deal to get your name and your picture on there, man. And they got a big team. And they're on a lot of exchanges. And that's how you do it. It's a real deal and full of social media. So, guys, bookmark that page right there on Obyte, on Star it right there. You add it to your watch list on Coin Marketplace. Add it to your watch list and keep an eye on that. Your next buy, it's at stopping station, Tony. Right now, it's not a buy. Your coin, from a trader's perspective, according to my system, and the traders know this in the Mojo room, is the following. Okay? Watch. This is how all the markets work in the world and what I teach. This is 50. Okay? If it ever went lower, it would bounce off this box, which is $51 to $55. It would come from 77, it would drop all the way down to 51, and it would bounce back up. Because that's what happens. How do I know that, Tony? You know how I know that? I've journaled it, whether it's a $50 stock going to 70 like yours did, and then it stalls and comes back down, or it's a $5 stock going to 8, stalling and coming back down. Where does it stop? Does it stop at 70, 65, 60, 59, 58? Why am I saying 55? Because I bought it 59 1,000 times, and every time it went lower to 51. I bought it 62, Tony, thinking it would bounce back up, and 1,000 times it went lower to 51 to 55. I journaled this thousands of times. I was always wrong here. So this is what I call a no-buy zone. I don't want to sell your coin as it's rising up at 56, 57, and 58. Why? Because every time I sold it, Tony, it went to 80. 1,000 out of 1,000 times. So I don't buy or sell in the 60s. Your coin, if it comes down, is going to go right through those 60s to 51. I'll be all over it with the team right here. And then it'll stabilize. So that's a beautiful little chart pattern, how it went up all the way, down, and now stabilizing to the right, like that, till it makes its next big move with Bitcoin and the rest of the industry, or a news announcement. That's the worst case scenario on the downside. On the upside, here's what we got. It's really cool. You got 78. Here's 50, as I showed you. So we know where it's going to go if it goes lower, in that 51 to 55 box. If it fails there, she actually will come all the way down to $27 to $32 a coin. This will all be blown away, just like that was. Let's talk about upside. Your next buy is at 90. When it hits 90, it's like zzz, a magnet to 100. There's a 90% chance it'll go higher to 100. At 91, there's a 91% chance. At 95, right here, at $95 a coin, I'm going to buy more of your coin. So are all the Mojo traders, because we know it's going to go through 100. It's a 95% chance. At $99 a coin, I'll sell every coin I have and put my entire block into your coin at 99. Within 10 minutes, your coin will be at 102 after my buy. That 100 is called the Heinz trade. It's like a magnet. After 102, your coin will go. Here's 100. I'm going to sell at 104, and I'm going to sell at 109. Half of my position. Because I put the whole kit and caboodle into it at 99, Tony. So I got to take some profits. I'm selling half of it right here. It's going to reduce my cost basis all the way down to here. So I'm kind of playing with house money now. Once your coin touches 111, guys in the Mojo room, what happens when it touches 111? Where's it going within the next day? They'll all put it out there in the Mojo room. Correct, Luca. 119. I sell right there, 1/8 of the position. After 119, she's gone. That's what's going to happen to your coin. How do I know that? Because it happened on Bitcoin, Tony, when I bought it at 980. I knew it would go through 1,000. I just knew it. I knew that Ethereum at 1999 was going through 2,000. And I told everybody, it's going to Heinz through 2,000. It went right to 2,300. And that's what I do with the technical side of trading and what I think is going to happen to the Obyte. So right now we're in a chill zone, waiting for 90 for the sequence up through 100. And you can let all your guys know that too, because you want to be in the crypto markets and price things at the right time. What do you think of that, Tony? You like that analysis?
Oh, well, I'm definitely not a technical trader. Sounds interesting, but I don't understand anything in this.
Well, I'm not tech. I'm all talking price. I said your stock's at 80. If it goes lower, it's going to 50. If it goes higher, we'll buy it again at 95 because we know it'll go through 100. That's how, and watch in 3 months, you'll say, man, he was exactly right. I can't believe, how did he know that the biggest move ever for us was through 100? Your biggest bar on your chart, which hasn't come yet, will be at 100, Tony. Your other big one was at 50. Your other biggest move was through what I call mini Heinz, that little 50 move. As it banged through there, it went 40. At $40, just like at 90, there's a 90% chance it was going to go through 50. At 45, there was a 95% chance it was going to go through 50. At $49, there was a 99% chance your coin was going to go through 50. And it rocketed through 50. It went to 60 and 70. And the same thing will happen. We're waiting for 100. So I want to thank you for introducing us to the DeFi technology, your coin, the opportunity in your company. I met you. You gave me a couple $100 in GBYTE to have you on the show, and which is a financial nothing for me and for you. I just like the industry. You asked me why I contacted you. I told you I like the industry. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, and the coin's gone from 18 to 80 since we spoke. And I think there's a lot more upside. So thank you very much, Tony, for the couple of hundo you hooked me up in the GBYTE. I'm going to hold that for a long time. And we'll use this video. I'll repost it again a couple of times in the future. And good luck to you and the team at the Byte and the wallets. And I'll be watching and posting and keeping everybody up to date on what's going on with it, because that's what I like to do, okay?
Thank you. I was glad to be on the show.
Thank you, man. Peace. Keep it.